Have you read the recent outside report, 234 pages, about the creepy old men at the FDIC?
I have not seen that, Senator.
Have you heard about it?
I have not.
Are you curious about it?
Yes, I am, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
The people who conducted the report, Madam Acting Secretary, and I'm surprised you haven't followed it, asked employees at the agency to phone in complaints. There's 6,000 employees, 500, almost 1 out of 10 employees phoned in complaints. One young woman said, my supervisor continuously sends me text messages with photographs of his. Is that a labor violation?
I mean, it's horrible.
Another employee, an Hispanic employee, said my supervisor required me to recite the Pledge of Allegiance because he said I had to prove I'm an American. Is that a labor violation?
I think, Senator, everything that you're saying is not acceptable in the workplace.
Okay.
The technical question about labor violation is, I know they fall under various statutes, but yes.
One young woman said, my supervisor sent me a text message saying, quote, is that a violation, labor violation?
I think it's unacceptable workplace behavior, certainly.
It's pretty bad. One young woman said, my supervisor regularly commented on my breasts and my legs.
I think it's unacceptable behavior.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? One young woman sent in a complaint and said, one of my supervisors asked me the following question, quote, does your husband eat you? Close quote. Is that a labor violation?
I mean, it's unacceptable behavior. It's disgusting.
Well, what do you plan on doing about it? All of the senior management at the FDIC should resign and be prosecuted?
So, Senator, I don't know if a complaint was formally made to the EEOC. That is the federal agency that oversees sexual.
But you can initiate a complaint. You're the labor secretary, and I know from your behavior you believe in protecting employees. This is as egregious as I've ever seen, and I suspect you've ever seen. And I thought we'd already decided that this is no country for creepy old men. I'm asking you what you're planning. Are you going to call for Martin Gruenberg, who runs the place, to resign? He's been there since 2005, and one or two things are going on. If he says he didn't know about it, he's like a rock, only dumber. Or he condoned this behavior. For the Biden administration, does Me Too apply except at the FDIC? Is that what you're saying?
No, Senator. I mean, I have seen some pretty horrible things. I mean, we see human trafficking and people forced to work in unconscionable conditions.
Yes, ma'am, but what are you going to do about the FDIC? And how are you going to protect those employees?
Talking about fall under a different federal agency, and
so you're just going to ignore it?
No, I mean, but I think that it's important for agencies to operate under the authority that they've been given by Congress.
Don't you think you have a moral imperative to ask Mr. Gruenberg to resign, to quit?
I would say this, Senator. I would say, I think you said that a complaint had been made. I'm assuming it was made to the proper federal agency. I trust that our sister agencies.
But they're coming. I'm just asking you what you're planning on doing, if anything. It doesn't sound to me like you're planning on doing anything to help these young female employees.
Well, now that you've brought it to my attention, I'm happy to make sure that the EOC is aware that there is a case like this.
But you're not going to do anything about it as labor secretary.
Well, let me say this, Senator. I know that the people of America need a very strong Department of Labor to protect working people across this country. Our authority to investigate, to cite, to end bad labor practices are bound by the authority that's given by you to me. These investigations occur at another agency.
You're not going to do anything, are you?
Oh, I just said I'm happy to reach out to them to make sure they're aware of it, and if they need any support that I'm able to give.
Your power to help those employees.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy.